Fresno State at Kansas, week 0. It's prediction time. Let's do it, baby. Here we go. We got another one. Again, disclaimer, not an expert, just giving my opinion. Curious to see what you guys think. If you disagree, let me know. I don't think this one's really going to be a hot point of contention. But with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get into it real briefly with these teams. Let's start with Fresno State. All right. New head coach Matt Entz comes in. Now, Matt Entz had won 2 national championships at North Dakota State. Spent some time at the University of Southern California. Linebackers coach. Had some success, man. He's obviously had a lot of success at North Dakota State. He is now the head coach of the Fresno State Bulldogs. A team that went 6-7 last year. Wasn't terrible, but a team that really struggled to run the football last year. They finished 1-4 in their last 5 games. They lose their bowl game. What are we going to see out of them? Now, they have some talent, okay? And, you know, getting a coach like Matt Entz, who's had experience winning at the FCS level, does that bring some new fuel for them? I'm curious to see how they come out if they play with a different kind of energy being under a new coach. We know it's going to take him time, and Fresno State's no easy place to go win, but the Bulldogs have never really been a bad program. They've actually usually been consistently a pretty darn competitive program that's not always the easiest of matchups. With that being said, E.J. Warner, quarterback. If you know that last name, you know of Kurt Warner. Yes, that is Kurt Warner's son. E.J. Warner will be the quarterback. He has a lot of experience. He played at Temple. The biggest thing with E.J. Warner that I want to watch for in this game, he's prolific. He throws the ball well, and he throws a lot. He's got a great arm. However, he's a little bit turnover prone. He's had double-digit interceptions in multiple seasons now, at least in the American Athletic Conference that he's played. So can he not turn over the football, not only throughout the season, but especially in this game in a tough road environment that you know is going to be amped up? These Jayhawk fans are excited for essentially a redemption year. So we'll see how E.J. Warner and that offense plays. Something to note is that Matt Entz loves to run the football. His last season and his last championship with the Bison in North Dakota State, they ran the ball 74.8% of the time in that season. So he loves to run the football. How well can he do it? That's going to be a question to watch for. He has some talent. On the defensive side of the ball, Alzillian Hamilton is on the Chuck Bednarik watch list. So he's going to be one of the better corners in the country. He could have a great year. He's been a Fresno State guy. He's on some NFL mock draft boards, late rounds, but that could bloom. Look, the talent is there. We'll see what Matt Entz can do, how amped up he can have this team. Let's talk about the Jayhawks on the other side. Lance Leipold, man. Matt Entz actually spoke on Lance Leipold, essentially saying, man, it's incredible what he's done with the Jayhawks, and it really is. Now, last year wasn't the best year, but the way the Jayhawks finished the season was with a ton of momentum. Now, they bring in 28 portal additions. They did lose about 17, and that hurt them a little bit, but they bring in a lot. Something to note, man, newly renovated David Booth Kansas Memorial Stadium. That place looks gorgeous. The end zones, everything about it looks awesome, so the atmosphere is going to be rocking. Jalen Daniels is back yet again for the Jayhawks, so you factor all those things in. You think about the energy that this team has. It's going to be dangerous. A couple guys to watch for. Running back LaShawn Williams. He transfers in from Iowa. He's going to be interesting to watch. I think he's going to be effective. They lose a little bit of production in the running back room, of course, but I'm excited with Devin Neal departing. But I'm excited to see how well LaShawn does. They have a couple of other studs in the backfield. We know Jalen Daniels can use his legs. That's going to be interesting to watch as well. Justice Finkley, the Texas transfer on the defensive side of the ball, stud of a defensive end. He was actually just named a captain this week, so he's going to be a big factor on that defense to cause havoc on a Fresno State offense that's going to want to run the ball. It's going to be tough sledding, though. This Kansas defensive line is pretty darn good. On the offensive side of the ball for Kansas, that offensive line is good as well. All Big 12 lineman Bryce Foster kind of spearheads that. I can't speak. He spearheads that for the Jayhawks. Look, I'm not going to speak too much. 2 new coordinators for Kansas, but it doesn't scare me. I just think with all the energy they have and the momentum Kansas comes into this season, the line only sits at 12.5. I just think in the new stadium, they're going to come out with so much momentum, so much juice, so much energy. I think Matt Entz over time will get Fresno State back to where they want to be, but I got Kansas not only winning this football game, but I think they cover this spread. I think they cover this pretty comfortably. I don't think they're going to win by 30 or 40. They absolutely can, but I do think they're going to cover 12.5. I've seen some spreads sit at 13, but again, I would be pretty comfortable putting my money on that. So that's all I got, guys. I appreciate it. Excited to watch this game. Excited for any football in week 0. This being probably the second best game, aside from obviously Iowa State, Kansas State, and then Stanford, Hawaii will be a fun one as well. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.